Hi, I'm Felicia Day, and I guess I'm most well known for making web videos. My biggest fear about starting Geek It Sundry was just the scope of doing like 6 or 7 shows. Your job as a web series creator is 90% after you make that video. Last year, 2011, I did The Guild Season 5 and I did Dragon Age, and it almost killed my soul. It was way too much, and when I had the opportunity to pitch a slate, I was like, what in the world am I able to do? But then I sat down, I looked at all the people that I want to work with, all the talented people who can help me do what I do and bring their own talent and supplement the things I don't do well. And I've just been really fortunate. Doing web video was completely coincidental to meeting my co-producer, Kim Evie. She taught me my only writing class. So I took this sketch class because I was so bored with my life, and I was so upset and unhappy and depressed all the time, and I would journal about how depressed I was. And then like a year later, we had lunch, and she said that she was having a women's group that met to motivate their careers in Hollywood. And I was like, this sounds really stupid, all right. And I would show up every week with my to-do list, and basically it would be like, I played World of Warcraft this week. And all the other women were trying to set up producing projects and writing, and it was kind of a lady support group, which most people do not know about the Guild. That's how the Guild happened. And then one day, one of them turned to me and was like, you really need to stop gaming because that's the only thing on your to-do list every week. I was like, okay, by January 1st, I'm gonna write the script. And I literally wrote for 12.5 hours on the 31st of December because I was gonna make that deadline no matter what. And that was basically 90% of the Guild. My grandfather was a physicist, a nuclear physicist. He always had the most advanced technology. So he would give it to my parents when he was done with it. So I remember when I was like 6 or 7, he gave us this laptop. And this laptop was like as big as, I don't know, it was this big. It was not a laptop. It had a screen like this, and it was green and white, and I was like, I was thrilled. This was the most advanced thing I've ever seen. And my mom was kind of a gamer, I guess. She bought all these Infocom games that were totally text. And I remember getting on there and trying to figure out these games at such a young age that were way too advanced for me. And that's like how I started. I watched her play, and then I just got addicted. But my favorite games in discovering all these different games in producing Tabletop has been the kind of games where you really are given a character. So clearly I don't dress like this, I clearly don't comb my hair every day. So like all these things they influence how I act, and I think they influence everybody else, even if they're not actors. Gaming is the escape that will help you find yourself. Put that on a t-shirt. Booyah, booyah. Oh.